Can you believe it? A few weeks from now, we will know some of the games that will launch with the Nintendo Switch 2. We may even get info regarding Nintendo Switch Online, major third-party AAA franchises, and much more. So for now, let's discuss and predict what could be included in the April 2nd Nintendo Direct. What is good, y'all? It is TheYoungKingKen, and today we will talk Nintendo Switch 2 and speculate what we could see at launch and even beyond that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before getting into the full prediction, let's discuss what we know about the Switch 2. At the time of recording this, we know that in the name, this is the true successor to the original Nintendo Switch. Also, this is set to release sometime this year, and the console will have a larger screen and Joy-Con controllers that attach magnetically, and it supports both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games, though certain titles may not be fully compatible. From the reveal, it could be implied that a new Mario Kart game that allows for 24 racers could be the game that launches with the Switch 2. Speaking of a new Mario Kart, I want to first talk about my predictions regarding Super Mario. I won't go too much in depth as I just did that a couple of videos ago with my predicting Mario's 40th anniversary, but I will give you the recap of that. In the video, I mentioned that the new Mario Kart, which could likely be called Mario Kart 9, may be a launch title as it is the first game that we have seen featured on a Switch 2. With this being an anniversary year for Mario, I imagine we could see releases trickle throughout the year. I mentioned they could do something with Mario Galaxy 2 since it wasn't included in the 3D Mario All-Stars collection, which dropped during the 35th anniversary. Or if they want to create a new collection of Mario games, they could have a new Super Mario Bros. All-Stars collection, which would include New Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2 from the DS and New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I feel that towards the end of the Direct, we will be teased on the next true 3D Mario game, in which would be dropped close to the holidays. Maybe we could even receive a date for the next major Direct, which could be the Mario 40th Anniversary Direct, which goes more in depth on the games mentioned. With all this talk on anniversaries, let's change course and talk about The Legend of Zelda, in which I have a feeling The Legend of Zelda will be pretty slim with news in the Direct since their next anniversary year is next year, and in the past couple of years we got major games such as Tears of the Kingdom and Echoes of Wisdom. I do want to talk about a rumor that's been going around about possible remaster of Breath of the Wild. And as much as I would prefer them creating a master mode for Tears of the Kingdom, which probably won't happen, I mean, this remaster of Breath of the Wild is a possibility. I would assume that it's mainly a graphics improvement with the slim chance of adding anything extra. Plus, if the rumor is true, then I hope those who have the original game can upgrade for like $10, because as it is still one of my favorite games of all time, I'm not forking over possibly $70 for the same game. Other possibilities could be remasters or ports of previous Zelda games like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, or another possibility could be a remake of the N64 games Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, which would be a treat on the new console. As far as other exclusives we could see on the console, of course I would be surprised if we don't see Metroid Prime 4, which is highly anticipated to drop very soon. Also, another game that is been long awaited, and just referring to Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which released around 3 years ago. Could we see something new with Kirby at launch? Maybe a new 3D adventure or something 2D? Or maybe we even see a new Animal Crossing game, maybe a teaser come out soon. New Horizons sold well. So the direct could be filled with teasers of just big name exclusives. But I also think some heavy hitting third party games may be hitting the console day one. With Xbox focusing on getting their games to as many players as possible, we could see Halo on Switch. And what better to start with than the Master Chief Collection, which I think would be a hit on the go. Also, with the acquiring of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft detailed their plans to bring Call of Duty to the Switch, prioritizing their modern titles. So could that start with Black Ops 6 at the launch of the Switch 2, or could this start with the next Call of Duty title, most likely dropping later this year? With rumors about the major improvements to the Switch 2 graphical capabilities, we can see games like the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth hit the store shelves, or some of the modern Rockstar titles such as GTA 5 or even Red Dead Redemption. If these rumors are true, then it is likely that we will see a lot of AAA third-party games make it to the Switch 2. Some other features we could hope to see is how Nintendo handles their subscription service, Nintendo Switch Online, into the next generation. My biggest prediction here is that either they up the price of the current subscription tiers, or they create a third, more expensive tier which features more retro consoles for us to play from Nintendo's past. I've done in-depth speculation on these in the past, but I think soon we will be able to play Nintendo GameCube and Nintendo DS games on the service, in addition to some heavy hitters to launch with the Switch 2. And with these big hitting third-party games, those that rely on online, I think Nintendo Switch Online will be greatly improved for the Switch 2. The final item I want to discuss here is that I believe we will learn more about the console itself. This could be the specs, price, features, and date of launch. Now, considering that Nintendo decided to call this the Switch 2, which would most likely be a more powerful Switch, some would speculate the power could be of that of a PS4 or slightly better. Console features that I would like to see would be the inclusion of themes, better utilization of the Mii's, and in-game achievements similar to the Xbox achievements and PS trophy system. Finally, my predicted launch date and price. With this being a Super Switch, I feel that the price would be around $400, with this being still cheaper than their competitors. However, in the past month, Nintendo probably had a very hard time dealing with all the leaks regarding the new console, and I bet that the Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't come out no later than July, but personally predicting an early June console release. What do you want to see in the Nintendo Direct? Comment below, and thank you for watching. Well, I like to make predictions on what game companies may do. I also do a variety of gaming topics, as well as streams, shorts, and much more. I would greatly appreciate it if you gave this video a like, subscribe, and hit on that notification bell to get all the updates on my videos. And until the next one, I would need y'all to keep our kingdom seasoned. Y'all.